Hey guys, this is Young Ninja from Podcast Central, and today we have my special guest, Jesse, back on the podcast. Jesse, you want to introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? This is Jesse again, back on the podcast. Going head to head with Young Ninja again. Food versus food. It's good to be back.
Yes, the food fighting food one is actually a fairly interesting topic. I mean, if you didn't listen to the last podcast, guys, food fighting food is basically if it was a cartoon battle between a type of food versus another type of food, they'd be fighting, throwing fists, they'd be using weapons or whatever. It'd be like the Hunger Games, but for food. But anyways, today our foods are, Jesse, you want to say yours?
My food would be and is a green juice filled with lots of healthy ingredients and ready to take on the world.
And he's arguing that. I'm arguing the fact that a deluxe double cheeseburger with mayonnaise,
Yuck.
mayonnaise and the cheese and the bacon and the two patties, the buns, the lettuce, the tomato,
Grease.
everything that comes with a deluxe cheeseburger, plus the ketchup, mustard, and relish, and the pickles. That's what I'm arguing.
Boo.
That is gonna win the fight.
Boo.
And really? So, anyways, we're arguing those two topics, and now we will start the fight. All right. Jesse's gonna go first. All right, start the fight now.
All right, so this is, again, an easy matchup. The green juice is about as strong of a food as there can be a food on this planet. It's packed with the healthiest ingredients, the most vital life force, energy. It's strong, it's healthy, it's well, and it's just going to take on anything, and especially it's going to take on a greasy, fat cheeseburger that is just no match for the superiority of a clean green juice.
In my opinion, the greasy hamburger, quote, is not that greasy. You can make them so they're not that greasy, but the point, all that aside, the deluxe cheeseburger has more protein and more of the nice ingredients that your body needs to survive. And there's like no competition. The green juice is just that. It's a juice. It's a liquid. It's not like it's a solid. The cheeseburger can just sob up the green juice and the green juice will disappear into nothingness.
Well, you may think that, but the green juice could actually... Yeah, the bun could soak up the green juice, but the green juice in that process would ruin the burger, and the burger itself would go bad, go nasty. It would lose its foundation because everything would fall apart, and the green juice would then take shape through seeping through the burger, come back as one, and rejoin and unite with the rest of the juice to be victorious.
Well, see, you're missing the point, Jesse. A green juice is still a liquid. You can literally run a cheeseburger right through the green juice,
and then the green juice becomes like a parasite, a healthy parasite in the it's kind of like kombucha a little bit to the burger. So the burger may soak it up, but that green juice is gonna just take on that burger, that bun, all that nasty stuff from the inside out, and just like a parasite, it's gonna thrive off of that nasty stuff, and it's gonna grow stronger because it's going to have its full force and full power, because that green juice, all those ingredients, they just want to win, and those ingredients in that burger, they're just weak. They're weak, and the green juice is just going to feed off of that weakness, and it's going to feed its strength, and it's just going to come through and totally dominate.
Well, in my opinion, the deluxe cheeseburger fills you up more than a green juice. I mean, it's healthy.
Fills your arteries and fills your bad cholesterol, and yeah, it does fill some things, but it may have more protein, but that's a deep rabbit hole right there. It may have more protein, but studies have actually shown that a diet too high in protein can actually cause damage to your kidneys, to your liver. So this whole protein fad that people are on, it's not always what it seems. Protein for protein's sake is not always good. There is good protein and bad protein, and studies show that you don't need as much protein as they tell you. So it's better to go with the healthy ingredients, the plant-based green juice. That is what is strong and vital and will win no matter what. So it's not a competition. I mean, it's game over. Green juice is just going to dominate left and right over and over and over again. That burger stands no chance. No chance.
My question,
only at McDonald's.
My question to you, Jesse, is what exactly are you portraying is in this quote green juice?
Okay. Well, this is there's a lot of things in that green juice. There's milk thistle. You know, that's gonna alkalize and also create a healthy liver. So that's got some good stuff. Dandelion root's gonna be in there. It's gonna be in full force, full vitality. Dandelion. It's gonna have some celery, some cucumber. You know, very healthy, clean ingredients from the earth. It's going to have, let's see, it's going to have some comfrey in there. It's going to make it strong, make the exterior strong. It's going to have everything that it needs to take on that burger and demolish it and destroy it and win.
What was that? Well, getting back to the podcast, I don't know what that last sound was, but going back to the podcasts, my cow eats all those plants, it would seem.
Probably just eats a lot of corn. Boom.
Well, you see, it depends. If you put all those plants, grow them in the pasture where the cows are located, then most likely the cow will be eating those plants. And then in some weird way, the green juice is actually in my burger.
I don't really understand that logic. I don't think the cows are going to be eating that stuff because for the most part, these farmers aren't going to, they're going to feed these cows a very unhealthy diet of corn and grains, and, they may be able to roam around, but they're probably not going to be eating those weeds. And even if they were, that would just be the beginning of them winning, because then the green juice and those plants will just start winning right from the start. Instead of waiting for that burger to be made, they're gonna start beating up that unhealthy meat, and they're gonna just start taking over, and just like a healthy parasite, they're just gonna engulf that red meat and just start winning and thriving and successfully taking over. So
let me
game over.
Let me get this straight. What you're saying is that the green juice or the plants will be eating away at the red meat, making it into green meat?
Nope. Not what I'm saying. Nope.
Just wanted to clarify that. Well, let's see. I think the burger on its own, on its own, by itself, just the patty itself, it's dangerous enough. But once you start adding another patty, 2 pieces of cheese, all that bacon, all that lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, don't get me started with the mayo. And then there's a ketchup, mustard, and relish.
Worst ingredients. It just gets worse and worse. Which means it gets easier and easier for that green juice to win. You may think that burger's got all these extra weapons to them with these mayo and tomatoes and all this junk mustard, but that's just slowing it down. It's just making it weaker and weaker. So that green juice is not going to get weaker. In fact, it's just going to get stronger and stronger as it, it could even ferment and become even stronger. So it's just going to win. It's just going to win. No doubt. No doubt.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say about that particular thing, because you think about it, the hamburger is America's top favorite food. And besides that, and pizza and hot dogs. But the burger is everywhere in America. And
that's why America is so high in heart disease and chronic illnesses. So, I mean, it's everywhere. But just because everyone's doing something doesn't mean it's smart or the way. In fact, it's usually the opposite way around, where the path less followed is usually a potentially much better place to go. Following the herd is a sheep-like mentality. So it's just another reason why that burger is just, it's not in it for the long run. It's not sustainable. It's not going to win.
Yes, but the burger has probably been around a lot longer than your typical blended green juice. I mean, the burger has probably been around since before the 1900s, whereas the blender was only made in the 1930s.
But that doesn't matter, because people have been making green juices long before there were blenders. In fact, people have probably been making green juices for all of human history. They've probably been taking plants and grinding them up with water and making medicine with them. Strong, very powerful, transformative, empowering medicine. So it has been around that long. For as long as the Earth's been around, there's been plants, and there's been, for probably millions of years. So that point is not valid.
Well, I will say that people have been very crazy in the past making green juices. I mean, green juice is a crazy thing to make. I mean, people just tuning in, we're fighting a hamburger versus a green juice, basically. And if you think about it, if you put a green juice in a boxing match with a hamburger, you essentially, the green juice will get spilt all over the floor, and the hamburger will just be stepping all over the green juice, and it will come out victorious as it is a solid and the green juice is a liquid. And my point is, the hamburger there'll be no fight. The hamburger will just step all over the spilt cup of green juice and walk all over it, and the green juice won't be able to get up.
And then the hamburger will be ruined, totally ruined from the wetness of the green juice. And that green juice isn't gonna go away or get defeated just because it's stepped on. It's gonna persevere, and it may be all over the floor, but that just means it's spreading out. It's flanking. The attack is flanking. So, just getting stepped on, that's not going to do much. In fact, that's all part of the green juice's plan. The green juice has a master plan where it envisions all of these possible outcomes, and it is way, way smarter and more intuitive than a greasy old nasty trans fat burger. So it's gonna see those things happening, and it's gonna be for a reason, and that reason is gonna be so it can absolutely dominate it, and so it can play into its weaknesses and